As labor shortages continue to impact the retail landscape, what technology investments do you see on retailers make in order to combat that issue?
Well, I think a couple of things. Mobile devices inside the four walls is an important part of the solution process for these employees. The good news is that most retailers, people coming in off the street, and there's high turnover in retail right now. But because those employees use technology in their own personal lives, it's much easier from an adaptive perspective. But the kinds of tools that they need are the kind of all-in-one, the deliverable solution that gives them the information that they need at their fingertips. That requires a major investment in the back end to bring all of that information onto whatever type of device that they're using. It's important to recognize that you've got to be able to pivot very, very quickly in terms of how your customers are reacting inside that store, because those products are as good as the people that are using them. And what's important is all the stuff that is going to be developed in the back end to give the consumer the best positive impact that we can possibly give them in that retailer. And going forward, I think as that happens, it affects everything else, the supply chain, it affects the P&L of that store, it affects the bottom line of the corporation or whatever retailer it is. So those solutions from a mobile perspective give people the ability to move about a store, to take care of that customer in that store, and to drive them back into that store later on.
So Alfredo, can you go through a little bit more on the technology side of the kiosks and self-service and self-checkout and different things that are also popping up?
Yeah, no, I think, and that adds up to the labor shortage as well, right? It's not about losing jobs, it's about redirecting the energy and resources you have. So if you look at a store, your traditional grocery, self-checkout has opened the possibility for consumers to have an easy checkout experience that's fast, that's convenient, without much interaction with the user. And at the same time, it enables the retailer to have their resources do other stuff inside the store with, whether that's restocking shelves or that's doing inventory management or that's picking product for online orders. I think, self-checkout has opened a new set of ideas on how to be more efficient. And going back to the same topic around labor shortage and high turnover, big part of this is the tools we provide the employees to have a short learning curve on how they use this technology. So, obviously they're used to using all their mobile phones, etc. So we see a lot of PDA devices because they're very, very familiar with that, very user-friendly interfaces. So the better tools they have, the easier it's going to be for them, for the part-time workers to go anywhere, any store, any company, and know how to use that technology very fast.